Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be sharing 10 art tips I use in my process for this hummingbird watercolor illustration. Feel free to grab a sketchbook or your art device. Let's dive in. When beginning any piece of art, I keep my pencil loose and try not to break up my lines. This is so I can capture the feeling of the animal, as well as not overthink each line on the paper. Once I have a rough enough sketch of the creature, I carve the lines into a more permanent form, using my pencil with more strength and being more decisive where I define the contours of the bird. When drawing a form that's in perspective, keep things that are farther away slightly smaller and more scrunched up. As you can see with the tail, the left side is smaller than the right, suggesting it's farther away from the viewer. Once you finish your sketch and you're ready to paint, take a kneaded eraser and dab off any excess lead. Watercolors are very see-through, so the pencil lines might show through if you don't do this. For painting this rainbow hummingbird, I start with a wet-on-wet technique, covering the area I want to paint with clear water, so each color I choose will bleed together smoothly. Stay away from areas you want to keep light and saturate the areas you'd like to be dark. Watercolors tend to need many layers, so don't feel rushed if you need to do this twice. While the paper is damp, to get a bleeding effect, I go in with browns and the adjacent colors of the bird to define the most noticeable feather shadows. Usually, I'd advise watercolorists to paint the background first, work from large to small and dark to light, but in this case I decided to add the setting halfway through, so do as I say, not as I do. You'll notice that for the background I switched to a larger brush with a point, while I use different brushes for the bird and feathers. One rule that I've been following is that I use the right tool for the job. If you want to achieve the right effect, go in with the right tool that will save you the most amount of time. Using my long lining brush, I go into the wings and body using different colors depending on the changing hues of the creature. Unless you're going for a different style, keeping true to the animal's coloring even when outlining gives your artwork an extra quality of care. My teacher suggested that I go lighter on lining the wings next time, so something I'd suggest to you guys is not to overpaint on something that is naturally light and airy in order to save that quality. When finishing up an artwork, I pay attention to adding the last details of the lightest lights and the darkest darks. I used white ink for the water droplets and shaded them using gray and blue. However, in hindsight, it might have been better to shade the water droplets with the surrounding colors instead of just gray and blue. I also experimented with some gold ink at the end, but I might have overdone it. That's my process, and I hope this video helped. Here's a list of all the main tips and tricks for this piece. If you liked this video, please subscribe and comment down below what you'd like to see next. I'll see you guys later. Bye.